This is one of the ones where you can draw it up if you win the faceoff. If you're Minnesota, they haven't gone for too many of those drawn plays, but you have to assume maybe you don't put out number 18 Murphy right now, but you're assuming Murphy is going to end the game as zeros hit the clock.
Yeah, you would have to assume so. I don't know how much she has in her to, like you said, play out those last 2 minutes. And you also, if it goes overtime, you want her fresh there.
True. Murphy's going to go out now. The music blaring and everybody's ready. 2 minutes. Tied up. Ohio State 1, Minnesota 1. A battle of WCHA Titans. We'll see if it ends right here. To the right of Thiele. Minnesota win it. One-time shot blocked off the shoulder of a Buckeye. Secondary shot got in front of as well. Right side hold as Minnesota playing a little bit forward to try and take the close angle. Thiele grabs it and takes it away.
That was a risky clearance to go back around the back of the net, not knowing who was there. It was a Gopher who tried to take advantage of the near post shot, saved by Thiele. Well done. But man, that was risky.
We go back to the face-off of the right side of Thiele. 1:44 now. Face-off was a little bit delayed, but it's a Gopher win. Top left blue line, behind the net now. They're getting slammed against the boards on the far right side. 2 players from each team getting involved in this one, and this is just burning down more of the clock.
You got another deadlock in the corner. Oh, never mind.
Pops out, gets in front of a hand, and now Gophers on top of it. Lightning. Back to the right side, Boving back to Lightning again. Top left, blue line, dropped away. Buckeyes are going to hold it against the boards and then look for the steal away. A couple of skates getting involved. We are down to 1 minute left. Gophers, one-timer, slider, shot, and save from Thiele. It bounces off the pad.
Wow, that feels like a huge save. That, for whatever reason, that looked more dangerous than other long-range attempts that'll hit the support beams. Because there were far fewer bodies in front of Thiele, and the one that was blocking her view. So to be able to slide to her left and read that puck, that's a clutch save.
It absolutely is. The save made, and now we're down to 50 seconds left. The Minnesota player is going to be sent out of the face-off circle here. A new player enters. Minnesota still wins.
Wow.
Blue line again for them. Pass on in, Chuck. And good intercept from the Buckeyes. They're going to just try and clear it out of the zone, trying to get some fresh legs on here and maybe one more offensive opportunity. A steal away for the Buckeyes as they battle it on the blue line. 4 or 5 from each team just trying to get in front of it. Minnesota ends up getting the roller, but this one slowly getting its way out. It'll bounce out of the zone. Now 25 on the clock.
Yeah, the Buckeyes seem happy to, wow. Another puck hitting the roof, or ceiling, I should say.
To be fair, that one was straight up. That one was going to hit anyway.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the Buckeyes seem content to let this one go into overtime. They are trying to hold back Minnesota, who, if there is a goal scored here, it seems like it'd be them.
We'll see. Number 18 is out there for the final 15 seconds. Buckeyes play it defensively off the center ice face-off win. Now they're moving up. Fastly played to the cover of Hannah Clark. This is big, though. One final face-off in the Buckeye offensive zone. They get to choose who they put out there, too.
6 seconds left, more than enough to win the face-off. Rip one. There's enough for a rebound. There's enough for 2 rebounds. Really got to be careful here if you're Minnesota.
Overtime on the horizon. Just 6 seconds left on regulation. Peschel behind Buglione. Buglione loses it back to the defensive line of Minnesota, and they're just going to hold it to the corner. 2-1, and we are done with regulation here at the OSU Ice Rink. It's going to be a good one. It's around 80 degrees, field fully sunny, no clouds to be spotted in the sky. Buckeyes are going to be in their white home jerseys, red lettering starting from the left, working from the left to the right. In goal is Molly Pritchard, who has been fantastic, #1, wearing the blue kit. We've got kickoff. Brown University is going to be in the gray uniforms with the white lettering as well. And Brown's going to win that immediate kickoff. And by the way, we've said it before, the referee's wearing the nice neon green as well.
Something to note today for Ohio State, Sophia Lauder getting her second straight start. Started against Indiana on Thursday and is going to be in that defensive spot today for the Buckeyes for the second straight outing.
Love to see it. Getting some new legs, getting some fresh talent out on the field here as the Buckeyes work their way across midfield. And it looks like a possible throw in for the Buckeyes.
Really excited today, too, to see these two coaching minds work against one another. Lori Walker-Hawk in her 28th year at Ohio State, 305 career wins, good for 95th all-time in NCAA history. But you also have Kia McNeil, who has 81 wins on the year and has led Brown, like you mentioned, to 4 straight Ivy League championships minus 2020.
I mean, this is a really good coaching battle, as you talk about. Lots of experience from both of these sides. However, for the Buckeyes, they're back over midfield here, and a couple of good intercepts already from the Bears as Buckeyes get back on offense. It's going to be Schluter, who has been a part of so many opportunities, it feels like, throughout the season so far, the sophomore forward. Now a throw-in, though. This is actually going to be Sydney Jones to start things off. Back to Schluter. He talked about those passes, just sends it off a Bear, and it'll be a first corner for the Buckeyes.
And Schluter's really going to be the person to set Ohio State up today. 4 total assists on the year. She had 6 points against Navy on September 5th.
Lots of points, lots of setup plays, and that offense, like we talked about, it is not just Dukovic, it is the parts around her. Ella Gianola going to be the one to take the corner. Bottom right, close to the press box, sends it on in. First head off a Brown Bear. Bouncing back to the Buckeyes, a shot and ricocheting between a couple Brown bodies. We've got actually a Bear down inside the box, and finally we'll get back up. Brown on the offense, though, they're working their way forward. Not turning it over just yet, it's a 2v2. McGuire trying to push their way forward, but decides to give it up. Ohio State really good at that back pressure to be able to get it down, but referee's calling this one possible injury like we were talking about, but it looks like everybody's up and going.
That was a good job there by Sophia Lauder, getting her second straight start, like we mentioned, to cut off that Brown offensive opportunity.
The defense we talked about, just as good from the Buckeyes, is going to have to face the test here. Looks like referee's going to mark this one as a possible free kick for the Buckeyes, drop in their own half. They'll pass it back a little bit defensively. Back to Pritchard, who has been very fantastic. .928 save percentage, and rolling right by the bench line here. Does look like Brown will tap it out.
Pritchard, one of the premier goaltenders in the United States, 18th in the country in goals allowed average, 24 saves on the year. She just continues to improve in her career here in Columbus.
Playing very well. We saw some of Arden LaRose a little bit earlier in the season, but Pritchard definitely earning the spot, has played pretty stellar overall. Buckeyes do get it out of their own half, but turn it over at the midfield line. Bears take over. Top of the key. Layla Shell sending a nice forward pass. It's a foot race here between a Buckeye and a Bear, battling right at the end touchline. Buckeyes win it originally, but they both fall to the ground. Flag is up and sent the other way. Buckeyes take over possession. Thrown here's nice. Mia McSweeney. 9th in the team in overall minutes with 442. The Roseville, California native. We'll send a nice little fiery pass to midfield. Battled through from Schluter, who's now running up midfield. Schluter to lead the charge. Another Buckeye to pass it on through. Schluter back to Dukovic on her right side, and a trip falling down. Buckeyes hold possession, no foul called. Dukovic won't get it. It'll fall to the left side of the net.
That pass is just a little bit more on the money. Dukovic is there for an easy header. We'll have a corner kick now for the Buckeyes, their 33rd of the year. Both of these teams with quite a few corner kicks. Buckeyes now with their 33rd, Brown with 35 coming into today.
Lots of corner kicks. got to watch out for these set pieces, and once again, it's Ella Gianola. Third on the team in shots, but has that power in the leg to be able to get it right to the center. Gianola, here's the corner. Right into a flood of bodies, right up ahead! Buckeyes find the connection, they're up 1-0. Number 4, Ava Bramblett, off the connection from Ella Gianola.